They know that the appearance of mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu will mark their eternal end. Every politician knows this. Every single politician in Biafra knows that the freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu mark their eternal end. That is why they will never, ever support the freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why they have fought physically, spiritually, financially, and made sure that mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dead. But today, they thought by doing that they will stop it. But I bet you, for as long as we are still here, those of us who are still free, we have a little freedom. We will continue to give a voice to mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will continue to give a voice to Mazi Simon Ekpa, and we will never stop. It doesn't matter what we do. I thank Chukwu Okike for the fact that Mazi Simon Ekpa, even in detention, continued to send a message that we should stand strong. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continued to send a message that we should remain strong. None of them is giving up. Every one of us know the amount of promises that have been made to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every one of us know the amount of promises that have been made to Mazi Simon Ekpa, and they refused. Every single day, they bring us message. Stand strong. Do not be distracted. Be focused. Get united and fight to win. Even as at yesterday, a message came again from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And the message was, stay strong, fight on, and never look back. They convicted Mazi Simon Ekpa with fake informations, with fake evidence brought by somebody who is not a Biafran. Some of us did not know that before. That the person that brought the evidence they used to convict Mazi Simon Ekpa is from our neighboring people, Yoruba. It's a Yoruba lady. A Yoruba lady. A Yoruba lady was the one that brought out the information that was used to judge Mazi Simon Ekpa. And her name has been mentioned. Her name has been mentioned. And you can imagine the fake information she piled up and gave to the Finnish government. But today, the responsibility is on us to counter every single fake information. We have millions of evidence. And every Biafra should continue to forward evidence, share evidence, eyewitness accounts, all the atrocities of Nigerian government and their police and their army. Those of you who are direct victims, come forward, make your video of testimony, send it to us, and we will share it and send it to appropriate places. Do not be silent. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is waxing very strong and is coming out stronger. And no matter what they do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's going to come out stronger. Do not give up. Today, they are going to pilgrimage in Sokoto State. Sokoto has become a pilgrimage center to go and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but we cannot be deceived. I don't care how many people that goes there. Within the weekend, we heard that the governor of Abia State went to Sokoto to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We can never be distracted or confused. All we want is the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist, has never been a terrorist, was convicted forcefully. Justice must be done. That is what we're asking for. We are not asking for pity. We are not asking for mercy. We are asking for justice to be done. And that is our concern. Wherever you are as a Biafran, when you speak, you ask for justice. We are not asking for any, we are not begging for any help from anybody. We are not asking for any subversion of justice. We are asking for justice to be done. And no matter how they try to frame it and blackmail us, we will never allow it to fly. My fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom and truth seekers across the world, today, we stand at another crucial moment in our struggle. A moment where our unity, our resolve, our peaceful civil resistance continue to echo across Africa and around the whole globe. The Monday sit at home is just a routine. It's not just a routine. It's not just a routine. Every Monday when we come, it is not just a routine. It is a very strong statement. A symbol, a civil weapon against corruption, injustice, and systemic persecution of the Biafran people. That is what it is. So don't think that it's just a routine. Oh, every Monday you just sit at home. No, it is not. We are making a very strong statement. And today, we discuss the truth. The truth and nothing but the truth. There is an urgent need to protect mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is an urgent need to protect mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the caliphate, from the cabals, from the politicians of Biafra extraction. There is an urgent need to protect mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There is also need to continue the civil disobedience. The continued civil disobedience is something that we must not joke with. And today, we have to expose corruption within Nigerian political structure. The corruption within Nigerian political structure that the world is ignoring. The world is aiding and abetting by their silence. We will not keep silent. Never. The Monday sit at home remains very important. I have said it time and time again. If you have any other thing that is better than Monday sit at home, present it to us. We will embrace it, and I will join among those who will preach it. But until then, please leave our Monday sit at home alone. If you have something that could replace Monday sit at home, a civil disobedience that we will engage in to save life without losing the life of Biafra, if you have something better that can yield fruit, not just something that can bear fruit, something that we can see that works better than sit at home, please present it. But until then, allow us to continue to sit at home, because that is the only weapon we have. We don't have any grenade. We don't have any AK-47. We don't have any jet fighter. All we have is our civil disobedience to demand the unconditional release of our superior mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what the Biafrans have today. And until you can give us something that is better than that, please allow our civil disobedience to continue. Our sit at home has always been peaceful from day one. It has always been peaceful from day one. The only people that made it look as if it is chaotic initially was the government itself, through their false flag operations. We speak with evidence and facts. People that made investigations came out and they told us what they saw. And I'm going to try to search for a video where one of our sisters who conducted this very investigation spoke. That's one of our sisters who conducted a very important investigation. And she came out and told us what she found. I am going to try to find that video so that when we talk about these things, you know that it is not just those of us living abroad that are speaking. It is not just us coming together to put together words or to say things. We are speaking based on facts and figures. Every single thing we say are things that have happened. They are facts. We are not making up words. The only reason some of you are ignoring it because you choose to. You are not paying attention. You choose to ignore it. You choose not to pay attention. It is not because it is not happening. Some of you out of fear. Some of you out of your own personal interest. Some of you out of your greed. You choose not to pay attention. But that will not stop us from always speaking and pointing out the truth. The truth and nothing but the truth. We will continue to point out the truth. It doesn't matter what you think about what we say. It doesn't matter what you feel. We will continue to speak the truth. Investigations have been conducted on several occasions, and it was discovered that the first flag operation of Nigerian government has been in the front line of destabilizing Biafra land. Not sit at home. Our sit at home is strategic. Our sit at home is a message that cannot be ignored. The entire world, every Monday, they face their satellite on Biafra land. When they see those closed markets, it speaks volume. When they see an empty street, it speaks volume. When they see a deserted town, it speaks volume. There are key points you notice when you see all those things. The key points that the world will always see every Monday is unity. Unity. Every Monday, it shows the unity of Biafrans. It reminds the world there are people that are oppressed that are speaking in one voice and one tone. Every Monday, it shows unity. Millions are crossed as one voice. Millions, regardless our divide, regardless our disagreement, our worries are different tongues. Millions acting as one voice every Monday. We have been doing that for more than 4 years. For more than 4 years. It exposes the moral weakness of a system built on oppression. It exposes Nigerian. It exposes the moral weakness of a system built on oppression, the Nigerian system. Our Monday sit at home exposes to the world. It forces global observers to pay attention to ongoing injustice. Some of you don't know the level that this sit at home is taking us, has taken us already. You don't know the level. The sit at home we've been doing for more than 4 years, almost 5 years. You can downplay it because of your ignorance. You can downplay it because of your hatred for one person or the other. You can downplay it out of your greed, envy, jealousy, and pride. That does not change the fact. The fact remains that it forces global observers to pay attention to ongoing injustice against the Biafran people. It demands accountability without violence. The sit at home every Monday demands accountability without violence, without chaos, without fear. It continues to remind the world that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is unlawfully detained and deserves justice. That is why I tell you that if there is any time you should stop sit at home, it is not now. If there is any time to sit at home, it is now. Now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the cage of the caliphate. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been handed over to the caliphate officially by Nigerian government. And you and I saw it. Today, they are using Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a political tool. Going there for pilgrimage. lining themselves up to make speech on one speech or the other, just to calm your spirit, just to deviate your attention. I bet you all those nonsense doesn't move Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do not allow it to move you. You are going to see more pilgrimage. You are going to see more people going pilgrimage to Sokoto to come and make video. They have used a pastor who said he went to Sokoto to go and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And they interviewed him. He began to speak. Don't do this. Be silent. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say you must not do this. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say don't fight. There is no message that anybody have to tell us from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that we don't know already. Everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs to tell us, he has told us while he was with us. So whatever anybody is going there, they are already playing their games. They first of all send a pastor. A pastor went there. Some of you have seen the video of a pastor who went to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and came out and began to run from one radio station or the other, one station to the other, granting an interview and talking all what he knows and what he doesn't know. The next thing, they brought the Abia State governor. He went for pilgrimage to walk around and do all the shows and went back. We are watching and we know what they are doing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not moved and will never be moved. And you that is watching out there, do not be moved. Do not be distracted. With all these games that you are seeing, we day here, they start, and we go day here, they go end. As for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom, we will continue to call for his freedom, and we believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be freed. A time is going to come, just as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prophesied, when they will tell him, take your biafra and go. Take your biafra and go. Because the calamity that is coming upon them, the calamity that is coming upon the Zoological Republic and the Caliphate, for taking the temple of justice to Sokoto, they should pray that it doesn't come. The sit at home is the largest civil protest movement in West Africa today. Peaceful, organized, and meaningful, in case you do not know. This, our Monday sit at home, is the largest civil protest movement in West Africa today as we speak. There is no other place you can compare it to. The largest civil protest movement in West Africa today. That is what you are seeing. Civil Monday sit at home. Very peaceful, organized, and meaningful. It doesn't matter how they use their media to demonize it. They use their media to make you think it's violence. They use their DSS even to go ahead and plan false flag operation to stop it. Biafrans are resilient. We know ourselves, we know what we want, and we know what they are doing. They have tried it for many years, and they fail, and they will continue to fail. The reason we are here every day talking is for you to understand the power of that sit at home. Why each time they hear it, they go sleepless. Remember where we started? When we started, they say it doesn't concern them. They are not feeling it. But when they saw that we know what they know, Mazi Simon continued to promote and support Biafrans on it. A time came, they began to complain. They began to give the estimates of the amount of money the Nigerian government is losing. Not just the state government, federal is losing. And the whole world was paying attention and watching. Sit at home is civil, legitimate. It is not criminal. It is legitimate. It is a democratic way of protesting. And that is what we have chosen. And it is working perfectly well. And we must continue to engage in it, more especially now that there is an urgent need to protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If there is any time to slow down, it is not now. Now that there is urgent need to protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just an individual. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just an individual. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents a voice silenced for speaking truth. A voice silenced simply because he spoke the truth. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents a people deprived of justice. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a struggle rooted in dignity and fairness. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents. They can continue to demonize him, try to change it. We will never allow them to change the narrative. We will speak the truth and nothing but the truth and tell the world. If you disagree with what we say, if you have a contrary opinion, please use the link either on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook. Click the link. I will send you the link. You come in. We don't come here to insult anybody. You will have all the time to make your case. If you feel we are wrong, if you have a superior argument, use the link and come on. All those criminals who are jumping here and there, opening their platforms here and there, talking trash, spilling lies they cannot defend, including politicians. Somebody that got Jesus Kanu, a devil incarnate, somebody that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fought for. Today, he is the one in the front line, indicting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu at every given point in time, seeking for the death of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But I bet you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will attend the burial of Ojuzo Kanu. Let him continue. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be alive and send a condolence visit or a condolence message to his family, because his death might not deserve the presence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. A condolence visit, his family is going to receive a condolence visit written by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu represents the prolonged detention. He represents a lot of things. He represents every one of us. He represents fairness. He represents justice. Mazi Nnamdi represents the voice silent, speaking the truth. He represents people deprived of justice. Mazi Nnamdi represents rooted dignity of fairness. That is what he represents. And that is why every one of us is concerned. If you care about humanity, you need to be concerned. If you have conscience in you, you need to be concerned. And that is why we are concerned. Concerned about the prolonged detention, despite of valid court rulings to release him. Today, nobody is talking about that. They are all talking about the illegal conviction and going to seek for pardon. But these same people have forgotten that various courts have ordered the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu until they got a clown, they got an idiot who is shameless, who decided to pronounce a sentence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Somehow you have forgotten that this is a man who has won valid court rulings in many places. That is where you see the handwriting of the politicians, the handwriting of the evil. That's why we are concerned. We are concerned about the political interference that undermines the rule of law. If you are a sensible person, a genuine man in that contraction, it is not just about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Your concern should not just be about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It doesn't matter whether you are a Biafran or not, whether you love Biafra or not, whether you love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or not. It is about political interference that undermines the rule of law. The rule of law in a country where you are. You should be concerned. You should be concerned about a system that uses intimidation instead of dialogue. A system that uses intimidation instead of dialogue. But today you see, when it comes to dialogue, they look at the terrorists. That is where they focus on the dialogue. Up to today, you see the entire North coming together to demand for dialogue with terrorists in the North. When Sheikh Gumi was leading this project, people thought it was just an opinion of Sheikh Gumi. Many of you thought it is an opinion. Sheikh Gumi, his opinion, but it is not about Sheikh Gumi. It is not about Sheikh Gumi. It is the opinion of the entire northern elites. They all agree on that agenda that Gumi was pushing. But today, they have come to held the meeting. The Northern Forum came and held a meeting that the only thing they want in the North is discussion with the bandit. Supporting everything that Sheikh Gumi has said, including putting them in the budget, giving them what they want. And still yet, you look at the southeastern region, you see a bunch of empty idiots, morons, who are there supporting everything that is evil. We are concerned. We are concerned about a system that uses intimidation instead of dialogue. We are concerned of human rights violation that remains unaddressed. The continuous human rights violation that remains unaddressed till date, even in the presence of the world. The same people that push human rights before their own very eyes, the rights of a human being is abused, and nobody is speaking, and you are not concerned. You should be ashamed of yourself. This is why we must continue raising our voice. Raise your voice in your own platform. If you cannot raise your voice, share this video, join us and share it to all platforms, to family and friends. You never can tell who will get across it. There are still sensible men and women across the world. There are still people that are responsible and reasonable across the world. There are still people who can speak the truth. That is why you must not be silent. You must continue to speak. You must continue to share. It takes only one man to press the button and the whole thing will change. Just as we know, through one man, sin came into the world, and through one man, redemption came, according to the belief of the Christians. One man is what we need to change the status quo. You see, the tweet of Donald Trump, only two tweets of one man, changed the narrative. That is why it is important you shout, you speak, you talk, you share, you contact people, you relate to people. Tell them your problem. Don't say, Mr. A has said it, you won't say it. Repeat it over and over again. We must continue raising our voices peacefully, consistently, and globally. The world must know that Biafrans stand firm for justice, and that mazi Nnamdi Kanu's safety is non-negotiable. The safety of mazi Nnamdi Kanu is non-negotiable. Hear it and hear it clear. This message goes to the Nigerian government. It goes to the world. The safety of mazi Nnamdi Kanu is non-negotiable. Nigeria's corruption and the impact on justice is so bad. The impact of corruption in the justice system of Nigeria is so smelly that I don't know how to speak about it. It cannot be overemphasized. Sometimes you talk about it, you don't know where to start. You don't know how to relate about it. It is really, 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 really disturbing, and we must call it out to what it is. Today we must speak the truth boldly, yet responsibly. Critical issues. Speak about critical issues. Corruption remains deeply embedded in major political institutions in the Zoological Republic. Selective justice continue to endanger innocent people's life. The case of mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a very strong and powerful example. Ethnic bias influences political decisions at all times, including in their judiciary. Transparency is lacking in court processes involving activists. The case of mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a case study that the whole world has seen, televised before the whole world. But the problem is, why are they silent? The system in Nigeria fears accountability. Not because of strength, but because of weakness. That is why it fears accountability. This is why Biafrans continue demanding for justice. We must continue to demand for justice. This is why the world must intervene. The world must intervene. It is a must. This is why civil resistance remain effective. Like the civil disobedience we are carrying out, we must continue on that path. The international community has started paying attention. As they are paying attention, they should intensify more. Go ahead and pursue the ultimate solution, disintegration. Human rights groups are monitoring closely. Global voices are rising. Let this be a great opportunity. Biafrans must rise up. Speak up. Add your voice. This is not the time to divide. It is time to unite and speak in one voice. Demand for justice. Demand for accountability. Demand for your freedom. That should be our focus. Nothing more. Nothing more except let our voices be sounding loud in terms of justice, demanding for justice. They must hear directly from us. Tell your story. Don't allow people to tell your story. Tell your own story. They must hear us. We are the people that are living the reality. The Biafran, I have said this several times, that nobody can tell you how a Biafran man feels, how Biafran people are, what they're going through. Nobody understands it better than us. Nobody understands what we are going through better than us. Nobody will ever understand it better than us. Our duty is to continue speaking out calmly, peacefully, and persistently. This is our duty, and we must continue to engage in that responsibility, no matter what we see, no matter what we hear. Every Biafran, wherever you are, we have a responsibility. There are some things we must do. There are certain actions we must take now. There are certain actions we must take. We must stay united. We must, it is a must, we must stay united in one voice, demanding for our freedom. This is not the time for jumping from pillar to pole. We must stay united. The same unity that Mazi Simon ever called for yesterday. We must stay united. Stay united. Remain in one body. Speak in one voice. Demand for our freedom. Speak and tell our story. Provide evidence of the injustice against us. Pour it out there. Let the world see. Division weakens our message. When we are divided, it makes our message weak. Every shouting that we are shouting on different platforms, it makes it weak. We have many people talking about them. We have many Biafran platforms. But because of division, people come online and they spend time talking about irrelevant issues that even somebody who is not a Biafran, a foreigner, or somebody from the international community begin to look at you and watch what you are doing, he wouldn't pick any sentence there. What do? You are weakening the message you are delivering. The only way we can make our message strong and sound is by being united. Division weakens our message. Stay peaceful as we have always been. We have always been peaceful. Everybody knows that the Biafran people are the most peaceful people in that contraption. They are the most, even up till now, even up to today, Biafra land is still the most peaceful area. Till today, as we speak, Biafra land still remains the most peaceful area, zone, even up till now, as we speak. With all their propaganda and all their false flag operations, Biafra land still remains the most peaceful. We must stay peaceful. Peace gives legitimacy. Peace gives us legitimacy. We must stay focused. We must stay focused on our cause, the pursuit of self-determination. Distraction benefits nobody. When you're distracting yourself or you're getting distracted, nobody benefits from that. We must stay focused. Stay informed. Always stay informed. Misinformation helps the system, not the people. Every time you misinform your people, you tell lies to score a point. You just tell lies to score a point. Even when you know you are lying, you continue to push lie and propaganda just to score a cheap point. You want to win an argument. Meanwhile, we are fighting a war. Instead of you looking forward to win the war, you are trying to win an argument, and that means you go ahead to push propaganda and lies. You misinform people. Misinformation helps the system, the zoo, not the people of Biafra. So, get away from misinformation. Continue the civil disobedience strategically, the way we have been doing it for almost 4 years plus, getting to 5 years. We must continue the civil disobedience strategically, the way we have been doing it. Nobody enforcing it. Within ourselves, we have agreed and we are carrying it out on a daily basis. Protect the message, protect the movement, and protect our truth. Do not allow anybody to infiltrate it or take it away from you. These are our responsibilities as Biafrans. Stay united, stay peaceful, stay focused, stay informed. Continue civil disobedience strategically. Protect the message, the movement, and the truth. These are things that we must do at this point in time. Monday Sit at Home is not about shutdown alone. No. It is not just about shutdown. It is about silent but powerful resistance. Silent but powerful resistance. That is what it is. And I hope every one of you as Biafran will put these words in your heart. Hold it to heart. This is a time that the only voice mazi Nnamdi Kanu has is me, is you. The only voice that Mazi Samareko has is you, is me. And I hope we understand that and do what we have to do at this critical point in time. I can see my brothers who have joined me. I can see my brother Maxwell is here. I see Oni is also here. Before I give the mic to Oni to speak and address the Biafrans, let us have a very quick break. Then we come back. I will give mic to Oni to speak to us.
Language of heaven, the very oldest language on the face of this very earth.
Because I can say that from what I have just listened from you, it is just not ordinary.
Very wonderful. When my lawyers came to see me, I had a discussion with them about how I'm going to defend myself. I told them that
Welcome back. Thank you so much for your patience and your support. Please like and share the program. If you have not shared, make sure you share the program. Invite someone to join us as we continue on our program of the day. Remember, today is sit at home, and Biafra people are sitting at home. Biafra land is under lock and key. It is a civil disobedience not being enforced by anyone. It is something that we chose by ourselves, to sit at home and demand the unconditional release of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all the political prisoners of Biafra that have been detained. Is a day that will show the world that the Nigerian government have lost legitimacy in our territory. What they have in our land are occupying forces, and we will not allow them to continue to take control of our territory. It is a day that will show the world that we are no longer part of that contraption created by the British. We are out from there, and we are out for good. So wherever you are, if there is any time you'll be part of this sit at home, it is now that they have taken Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and given to the hand of the caliphate. This is the time for us to fight more than ever. And I hope you will stand up and do what you have to do in this very time to save our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the hand of the caliphate. We must continue, and there's no going back. I welcome my brother Oni. Go ahead, unmute yourself, Oni. Let's speak. Let's hear you. Is that she or Oni? She. I can't see the word very well.
Okay.
Speak. Yeah, go ahead.
Morning, Chooks.
You're welcome, my brother.
Thank you very much for having me. I just want to chip in something.
Go ahead.
The last time I came here, everybody was angry with what I said, but that is just the way. Now the whole thing is playing out. Whether you love it or not. Here, ọgwanya. Ị na-eme ọgwanya. Ị na-emetụ oso aka. Now, what is his name? Gumi. Did we understand what Gumi, where the area Gumi is coming from? That if Mazi is remorse, or all their secret has been exposed. Asari Dokubo, let me go down to Niger Delta. Asari Dokubo was like saying something. That if the Fulani comes, that they will kill them. Did you think you can fool the youth of today? If you and the government has a plan, it won't work again. Thank God for the social media. Assuming that we have the social media as per Biafran war, I don't think the middle belt.
The result would have been different.
That is it. And as caliphate, Sokoto caliphate, this one, that one, this one. We've understand the program now. si kpọrọkwa Nnamdi Kanu, ọ si kpọrọgodi akpọga n'ụlọ Sultan of Sokoto. Onwe ihe mere Nnamdi Kanu, onwe ihe mere Nnamdi Kanu. The so-called northern elites are in trouble, and they know it. They know it. I won't say much, but one thing I will tell the Igbos, we are not looking for presidency, councillor, or whatever. No. We want to be on our own.
Period.
Nothing less, nothing more. If you want to import foreigners in the northern region, you can import foreigners. The war going on the north, it was a systematic war going there because one, they find out they have had their resources. But we doesn't know, we Nigerians, we don't know that there are some resources that they find out in Plateau, Borno, Katsina.